are back. Never saw so much crowd here after one day. So I'll try to actually cut it short and finish it in 15 minutes so that we can have some breaks and some more sessions. Yeah, so quickly we cover what Optimus is and a little bit on addressing what we mean are the customer needs in the local market. So our presentation is very, very customized towards basically British Columbia, the local economy as a market, and then what are the various engagement models and few case studies, and then we can question answer. So what we are trying to build an organization is where we are really providing outsourced testing services to companies in we are calling West and then right now we're very, very focused on actually British Columbia. We are a Canadian company headquartered here. We also have our own subsidiary in Delhi, India. And the third point which I want to cover is we are seeing one of the reasons why we started this company is we are seeing there are two or three shifts taking in the testing market. One is it looks like what has moved towards agile development, but a lot of people are still grappling with including us that what's the best way to take advantage of agile and how testing fits in. We come across situations where there are some customers who feel not intentionally that really they are trying to create a waterfall model in a 30-day cycle. And so then the complete development will happen in 30 days and then we take another 60 days to finish up testing. And second thing is how to involve really bring the testers, developers, and BA, as Jonathan said, in the same room and how they can start working in a very collaborative way. So that is one area where we are providing that. And second thing is, which is what is known as risk-based testing, that really can't do 100% testing and really it's not even important to be 100% testing. So in my previous assignment, for example, we used to work for the complete lifting and online billing for a large European airline. So there are certain components where they would work well. Really, they were doing like $1 billion, million pounds, which was the issue, $1 million pounds a day. But there are certain things which really they break. They may not impact the business that much. So when you have to make a decision with time, budget, and the results, you have to make certain decisions. Same thing is, for example, for an aircraft manufacturer. So there are certain safety issues which are more important to do far more for testing on those parts compared to some very minor UI issues. So again, our team will focus on how we can build a risk-based testing approach to our and these slides. And we are really trying to build a lot of expertise around test automation, particularly in the agile world. It's literally not possible to do complete manual testing. And so test automation is starting all the way from unit testing to the testing of services there or integration testing and then to the black box testing. We actively encourage hybrid delivery models where part of the team is here, part of the team is in India, and many customers evaluate that from the solution architecture, prototyping, concept, etc. here, and then what is scalability as well as cost and how to go from India. We have a strong partnership with HP on test automation side. We work with HP and we obviously we like the products and the value. And last but not the least is our company motto. We really focus on more factor. We feel really customer satisfaction is what keeps us in business and we go all the way to achieve that. So I'm going to go to this slide and look at see what we have tried to assume here is that the customers who we are addressing today, they have a test automation need. So that decision has already been made that they are looking for automation. So typically the cycle is you do assessment, you do the tool selection, and then you do proof of concept, you do the framework, you proof of concept succeeds, and then you do the rollout, and then obviously the complete execution and ongoing maintenance. There are typically two types of scenarios we are coming across in the market. One is where their customers have an in-house testing team, and they are asking us to supplement some of the resources, or they will currently outsourcing that they don't have a team, they don't want to build a team, they want us to take the complete responsibility. So, typical scenario is customer will have an in-house testing team. They have a reasonably good test process also in place. exposure to automation or HP tools. How we can help is we can do one analysis and readiness check whether this is a good candidate for automation and whether we are ready for automation. We implement the tools. We provide hands-on collaborative automation of test cases. Obviously, many times when we automate, a lot of things don't work. So we try to remove those roadblocks and keeping the customer testing team very engaged and also process documentation and on-site phone-based support. We are seeing a lot of traction in the local market for this, and we really feel it's a good way because many times and we find those customers day in day out where they have bought a lot of expensive software, but that has not been deployed. So this is one of the best we can achieve when we put ROI. The second scenario is where customers really don't have a lot of testing resources. For example, we have a company in Richmond who we are doing right now, working in every model, where they have a product, they are having it built almost every 2 weeks, and they don't have the resources in terms of either the time or the skills. Plus, they have a product team, the products, and even if they have testing team, there are time to market issues as well as budget issues. So there obviously we can take a complete responsibility, starting from getting the test cases and the test plans, and then what in place to do the complete POC. If you really benefits customer, really here the motivation is the time to market more than the cost reduction. So you want to bring products faster to market and rely on consulting. And really this applies for any consulting organization, not necessarily for Optimus. So just 2 case studies quickly. So we, for example, we work as we are working for a large PC retail chain, obviously we can't disclose all the customers for confidentiality. These are they have a large load runner installed base, but we were not able to implement it for the last 12 months or so. And they are limited in our knowledge. A lot of junior resources, but they need some help on the architecture and the technical leadership. They are obviously a time to market issue. And for example, today I was discussing with them now, we have HSP, for example, is coming in, so software is going to a lot of changes, etc. And we need to make some of those changes and test. So we implemented load runner, we also had been running load tests for certain scenarios, and we are providing help for many cases. In these type of scenarios, our idea is we fix the problem, we provide the support, and then we move on. Look at a typical stacking scenario, which is more around 50, where the customer did not have many testing resources, but again the trend is coming almost every month because they want to software as a service. And so they were doing some manual testing, etc. They want test automation, but really, if you have to release a build every 30 days, you won't have time to automate things. And so again, you do the complete assessment and then proof of concept as well as complete rollout. So these are some of the examples of how we can engage the customers in that. Thank you. So, okay. Anybody got it? Okay?
No, that was great.